well, let's find out what happens. Our final round of day 1 is just ahead. Round number 7. Who will be our last undefeated player? I'm going to pass it on over to Alien Corey with the call.
Thank you so much, Maria. Yes, indeed, it is the last round of Constructed here, Corey. Who is going to leave this building with a perfect record, making the best chance that they could possibly have to make the top 8 tomorrow?
We're going to find out. This is an exciting match. You know, being 7-0 at the World Championship, being only 1 leader and only needing 3 wins tomorrow to lock up top 8. I mean, that is an incredibly... You know, it'd be a big disappointment if you don't make it after you go XO, so you get really put on top of the hill there. But, yeah, going to be really exciting to watch.
I mean, yeah, does that just put extra pressure, being the overnight undefeated leader of a world championship, to then, okay, yes, I should make the top 8. Statistically, I should make it. I should make it. Like, does that get inside your head after a while?
I would never know, as I'd never been in this position at such a high-level tournament, but I would imagine it would for these players.
That's rough, buddy. Game 1, here we go, jumping in. It is the, I want to say unconventional, but probably just an iteration of Is It Lessons here in the hands of Derrick Davis, playing It'll Quench Ya. It's the quenchiest.
Yeah. Yes.
Not playing the Monument, not playing the Artist's Talents, so this is cool to see how this plays out.
I wonder if this was something that they tested, the Monument and the Artist's Talents, or if it was maybe some tech that they just really didn't find in the amount of time. So really interesting. I'll want to talk to Derrick Davis about it for sure going into this.
Tempo play here to start things off for Derrick Davis. Boomerang Basics sending the Llanowar Elves back to hand, but it is replaced by Badgermole Cub.
And Badgermole Cub giving some words of wisdom as well in the flavor text there. Yeah. Every mountain starts as a molehill.
Yeah. Yeah, they say don't make mountains out of molehills, but here we
Badgermole's doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it, and doing a really good job at it if he could stick on the board for longer than, a turn cycle.
Yeah, which does not happen often. When you see Badgermole Cub, you basically have to deal with it, because if Charles is able to just go land Ouroboros, you just are kind of completely destroyed. And look at that, fresh off the top on cue. There is the powerful 4-drop. So even not being able to do that, there is still a very strong play here of being able to play Badgermole Cub into a 2-drop here. Anytime you can do that, the card kind of costs 1, and that feels, extremely, extremely strong. Like, being able to go Badgermole Cub into impending Overlord of the Belmark here looks great.
Yeah, it's sweet. Every time you can double spell with only, 3 lands on board, you're happy about it. So start things off here with a land for Charles Wong. Into a Cub, into either Llanowar or Overlord of the Belmark, whatever he chooses.
There is some temptation here to just go Badgermole Cub into Llanowar Elves, just to get as much mana as possible, but feels like a Cub into Overlord here is on its way.
Yeah. Get him, little buddy.
Okay.
You can do it.
And just being able to get back another Badgermole Cub, something like... Or, excuse me, that was exiled.
Yeah.
But, if you can get back something like that, animate your last land, and then all your lands are adding 2, I mean, that is incredible.
So gross. Oh, man. I love this Ouroboros deck, but, man, every time I try to play it, it just gets blown out of the water.
Yeah, and we saw Carl play it a little bit, on camera when we were commentating, but outside of that... I'm kind of the same way. It felt like it was a little clunky to me, but, whenever you can land your spells, you can play powerful cards like the Overlord, and of course, Ouroboros is just undeniable as far as a power level goes. It can do some great things. We'll see if we're going to try to play around It'll Quench Ya at all here.
Yeah.
It's hard to do because you have 2 of them. They do feel like you just want to jam, but he does play around it.
Okay. Looks like we're going to go for Nature's Rhythm first and foremost. Derrick doesn't like the possibility of an unknown card coming down, so it'll just be Llanowar Elves from Charles as the follow-up after It'll Quench Ya. And looking still pretty good, playing around all of the pieces of interaction that Derrick has had so far.
Yeah, that was pretty much a quench bait there, as, if you can just keep your Ouroboros in hand, that's the card you want. And now, next turn, Charles is going to untap with 7 mana, so if you can top deck a land, double Ouroboros is incredibly difficult to come back from.
Whew. And yeah, there's nothing that Derrick can do about it. Firebending Lesson, he can't kick that. Abandoned Attachments doesn't do anything, and Boomerang Basics is a sorcery, so...
Yeah, I mean, there is some things. You can Firebending Lesson the Cub.
Sure,
that prevents a lot of mana. You can Boomerang Basics the Llanowar Elf, and then Charles would have to top deck a land to be able to even cast one of them. But that play feels bad because what is Derrick doing to progress his game?
Jeez.
So as it stands, one Ouroboros is going to hit the battlefield here, but that's manageable. Derrick has the removal spell to deal with it straight away.
Yeah, picked up 2 combustion techniques there. Firebending Lesson took care of the cub, like you mentioned. He gets a bunch of counters on all of his critters, so that is still something to worry about for Derrick Davis. But you know, that's a thing for future Derrick to worry about.
Yeah, and I mean, the value of just playing that creature, putting 3 counters on your creatures already is great and very powerful. And Derrick is 100% forced into dealing with the Ouroboros if you can ever deal with it.
Yeah.
And then the second one is going to make things a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, this is a very tricky spot, especially with the top of the deck not behaving here for Derrick. Hasn't found a 4th land yet. It's going to run out the Storm Chaser's talent and hold up one of these combustion techniques for the big plant worm.
Doing it in the upkeep.
It's for 5.
And the only reason is, well, this will give the Otter 1 extra prowess, so now you can block one of these 2/2 lands. That's really all it was, and Derrick was just thinking, is there anything that punishes me for this? And as far as looking at the deck list, which it is open deck list, there's really nothing at instant speed that would
no
punish.
protection spells, no real treatments or anything like that.
But there's the Punisher case, the second Ouroboros.
Move to end step.
That's ouch.
I believe you're looking for That's Rough, Buddy.
Yeah, that too. Still no 4th land. What the heck? Iroh's Demonstration, cool. Picked up the Storm Chaser's talent, draw a card, finds and accumulate wisdom. Okay, all right, now we're cooking.
Yeah, anytime you can Ancestral Recall, you usually want to do that. But step number 1, you have to deal with the powerful creature. And, you know, I mean, there is still a lot of power on the battlefield. Those lands are 3/3s. You can harmonize back the Nature's Rhythm to get more Ouroboros, but not enough mana to do that straight away. But the Overlord is also coming off Impending, which is a big deal.
Land for turn here from Charles. So playing Hellbent.
I mean, can attack for 11 right now.
Yeah,
You can
why not?
attack for 11, or you can start harmonizing back. And, I mean, I guess we can get another Ouroboros. You harmonize tapping one of the lands. That reduces it by 3.
Yeah.
So it would cost...
So it's an X and 4.
Yeah, so it would cost 5 and tapping one of your 3/3 lands. So you could do that, leave a Llanowar open, put a counter on the Llanowar, attack for 4, I believe. That is one of the options here.
I think he likes it.
I'm going to take 1 damage.
Ding!
The 13. Yes.
Think start down.
Okay,
X
harmonize.
equals 3.
Ooh, what's he finding?
There's a Tyvar. Tyvar is
Oh, yeah,
always
Tyvar's
very
pretty good.
devastating. Or just a bat.
Bat?
Wow.
Okay.
That is shocking to me.
Huh. Oh, wisdom's gonna go bye-bye.
That is really just saying I need to protect Overlord here as that's coming off Impending, but
It's gonna be the combustion technique.
you would think so. Most of the time you take the removal.
Yeah. Just
But-
because you don't want your bat to get killed, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, you don't want your Overlord to be killed. So
Yeah.
you probably have to take that for that reason.
And then Derrick just has to, oh, okay, he takes the wisdom. Interesting. Huh.
Move to end step.
And I mean, it makes sense because Charles does still have a lot of power on the battlefield. So even if this combustion techniques just kills the Overlord, is
he
that a
pick
good
up
draw?
Did he just pick up another wisdom?
He sure did.
He's mathing.
I feel like you would kind of have to wisdom first to try to find untapped land. But I mean, if you brick, you are in a world of hurt. So there's a risk.
No kidding.
Other than that, you go Storm Chaser's Talent and then say at your upkeep, Combustion Technique the Overlord. That's an option as well. And then you have 2/2/2 Otters to do a little bit of blocking. But I think I like just Wisdom, draw 3, and then Combustion there. But we shall see.
Risky business here, but yes, we are going to start with Accumulate Wisdom, draw 3. Land? Didn't find one.
I don't think so.
Oh, Granny, though. Firebending Lesson and Wisdom.
You heard Charles say no land, huh? And Derrick's smiling on the outside, but not on the inside. That's for sure.
That is indeed rough.
Because I mean, if you can see the top 3 of your decks and know you weren't going to hit the land, Derrick would have did the Storm Chaser's Talent, upkeep, kill the Overlord play. But I mean, sometimes you have to take some risks, and I think that was a spot where even though it didn't work out well, I would have did the same.
Yeah, you know, statistically speaking, there should be a land in the top 3 cards of the deck. You know, at this point, considering he hasn't found one yet, but the deck disagreed.
Yeah. If only the stats were, you know,
could be believed.
Facts.
Yeah. Jeez, that's a lot of damage coming in.
Yeah. Now Overlord gets to attack and bring back Ouroboros.
Oh, gross! He could even do another Overlord. Oh, no, wait, he can't target himself. Never mind.
Yeah.
Can't bring back an avatar.
It blocks. Yeah. I'll do exactly what you said.
Block the big guy, kill the elf. Okay. Take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just 10, right?
14. Yeah.
8, 9, 10. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, I mean, the Is It Lessons deck, it's incredible. You and I have been playing a lot of it in between our rounds and stuff, but it doesn't come back from behind this well on a very wide battlefield. On a wide battlefield that are not 1 toughness.
Yeah, especially a chunky battlefield.
Yeah. With 1 toughness, you have the ability to Iroh's demonstration and, you know, deal with the whole battlefield. But a position like that, the deck just doesn't have that
Derrick,
sweeper
look at the top
style
of the deck. I
effect.
want to see where that land was. No, he didn't do it.
You never look. You
No,
never
in this
look.
instance, I want to know. Where was that stupid land?
That's where you draw the line. You're like, in this particular instance.
Goodness me. Alrighty, game 2. Let's go. Charles Wong looking poised to pick up another victory if this game goes similarly to how the first one did and be our overnight leader.
Yep.
7-0, undefeated.
And 2 of our, you know, established teams here with Handshake and Worldly Council.
Yep. I'm going to duress now, post board, to take a look at the hand here of Derrick Davis. What do you like stealing?
It depends if you're really trying to push through a cub next turn, then I think you want to take It'll Quench You. If you're going to kind of dance around It'll Quench You, maybe you have second duress, you leave that in hand and you just take the Ancestral Recall at home now. Yeah, I mean, it's the most powerful card. And, you know, 3 lessons are going to get into the graveyard eventually.
Yeah,
so
one
if
way
you
or
can
another.
prevent that card from drawing 3, you're going to do it. It's just such a game-changing effect.
It is. 2 firebending lessons in hand. We got Boomerang Basics. Another land. So 3 lands at least.
Yeah, it makes sense that we didn't just jam out a cub if we did indeed have one.
Multiversal Passage. Pass the turn back.
But the slower games definitely favor the lessons deck. So, you know, you do want to be jamming your stuff out there and not playing this really coy defensive game. But they're like, okay, if you want to quench my elf, knock yourself out.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, but we have removal in hand there for the pesky little mana dorks, so firebending lesson takes care of that.
Okay, I was just going to say, one of the best draws here next to another Accumulate Wisdom is just the Storm Chaser's Talent. Be able to get this on the battlefield, you know, do some bouncing here to get some extra otters, probably say go here so you have Quench Up. You just can't let Ouroboros, you know, land here. That's just too devastating. And then eventually buy back the Wisdom and get it going there.
Okay.
Spidey Manifestation, little mana dork. It untaps itself when mana value 4 or greater is cast.
Probably heading
And it's
straight to the yard.
So Derrick doing a good job here of keeping control of this battlefield.
So now it has the ability to play Talent, play Grand, and hold up Quench. And then you get to the spot,
nice
do
Grand.
you play the land or do you keep it to loot away with Grand? I think when you can potentially go level up Storm Chaser's Talent and then hold up either Quench or Accumulate Wisdom, that's what I want to be doing. So I like playing the land here from Derrick.
Also, Grand is online. There's 3 lessons in the bin, so everything is 1 mana cheaper than creature spells.
Good point. Even better. You can level up next turn without top decking a land and have that option. That duality already ready to go.
Charles has Nature's Rhythm ×2 in hand. So if one does get quenched, the second one may go uncontested.
For 1, plays around Quench. Quench is face up here.
Yep.
That resolves.
So Gene Pollinator able to add 2 mana at any point. So Charles did a great job.
Yeah.
Saw it'll quench you off the duress and just has danced around it the entire time.
Yeah, at one point, the Quench is going to be completely useless in this matchup, so Charles opting to play around that to the point that it would be Iroh's Demonstration, though. Oh.
Pretty strong. Now, it still only kills 1 creature no matter what.
Yeah.
And now Derrick Davis is in a rough spot here as far as decisions. Like, to be mana efficient, you want to level up the talent, and then you want to leave some mana up. But I could very much see level up the talent, get wisdom back, and Iroh's Demonstration away the cub.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Basically, all the math and all the plays I would do is, can you cast the Nature's Rhythm from the graveyard and get Ouroboros into play?
Yeah.
And do everything I can to avoid that.
Yeah, very hard game.
Magic's hard.
Magic is a hard game. It is the hardest game in the world. It has been proven.
Yeah. Has it? Proven?
Yeah,
Okay.
proven.
Okay.
Level 2.
Something, AI couldn't figure out what the best play was, yada, yada. Google it, you'll find it.
Okay. Wait, we're doing the wisdom. Do we
Ooh.
hit a land again? We did, but it's a Spire Bluff Canal.
Well, that's no good. But those are a couple big critters.
Fire below. Go ahead.
So there was another risk. And I mean, now we get to kind of pop off here
Yeah.
with
Just go find,
these Nature's Rhythm.
yeah. Just go find the Ouroboros the good old-fashioned way. Or,
Does seem like that's the deck's #1 game plan over and over. It's just, I am going to put the most ways possible to get my best card into the deck, Ouroboros.
yep. No, he's just going for 2. Wow.
Okay.
So disciplined.
Wow.
Oh, Keen-Eyed Curator. Hey, buddy.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to start eating the freaking graveyard. He can get all of it now.
Yeah. So
1,
no
2,
more
3,
wisdom.
4, 5. He could get 5 activations. Gross. Oh, man.
So there goes the lessons. Now, if you get, 4 different types, that's what makes this creature gigantic. And then if you get it very large, harmonizing that creature
Yeah.
is a nice little
Chip,
effect.
chip. Yeah, Charles is being very disciplined here.
So that's instant and sorcery that is exiled. And there's creature,
I would kill that.
and that's it.
No, he can.
So no matter what, he can't make the Keen-Eyed Curator a 7/7. So it seems like Iroh's Demonstration or a Braid can deal with it right now.
Yeah, because there's no. Oh, there's a creature in the yard there, but nothing else, right?
Yeah, can only get 3 types as far as I'm seeing. So a Braid seems safe to me.
I mean, just empty this yard of the firebending lessons, right?
Yeah, get the lessons out of there. Make sure everything is a little cheaper.
I'm going to eat firebending lesson. I'll eat firebending.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yep, and you want to do that one at a time. Make sure there's no, with 2 triggers on the stack, play a spell, then accumulate wisdom type thing. But, I mean, was that better than putting an Ouroboros into play? Maybe. Maybe not.
Well, it gave Derrick a problem to solve.
Yeah.
And did so indeed. Now we're going to see an attack here with the team. It'll quench you getting tossed to Gran. So 2 lessons in the bin.
And the one kind of nice thing here for Derrick Davis is it'll quench you going to the yard, says, hey, I don't have it'll quench you anymore.
Yeah.
But still has 1 in hand. So this second one could actually get some value here.
Yeah,
from Charles.
it might get something. So one of the cubs is taken care of. This cub was drawn? Is this a new cub or no?
I'm not 100%.
Harmonizing for 4. Actually, this is for 5. Sorry.
Harmonizing for 5.
Oh, but there's no way to play.
It'll quench you.
Oof. Quenched. And I mean, yeah, that second quench was brutal.
That paid off.
And
Good job,
now,
Derrick.
yeah, now everything is cheaper. Able to draw 2 here. Able to attack with Gran because it won't die.
All right. Neat.
Okay.
GDD. Derrick Davis picking up the win there to tie things up against Charles Wong. Game 3. Who's it going to be?
God, we will see. I still like the lesson side of this, but being on the draw, it's hard to put yourself at too big of an advantage.
I think Charles is going to... I think he's going to be our 7-0.
You think so?
Let's see, yeah.
Well, we're going to find out based on turn 2 here. Derrick Davis kept a one-lander, drew the island off the top, though, which is perfect. I mean, did have double firebending lessons, so no matter what, even if he missed a land drop, being able to, like, kill an elf and then kill Badger Mole Cub in a matchup like this is totally fine.
That's sick, yeah.
And I love this. You know, some players would think, oh, I'm on camera. I don't want to miss a land drop. Keep a one-lander. I don't want those ramifications of, you know, the messages I'm going to get from my friend. But Derrick's like, you know what? This is a calculated risk. Sure, it could go wrong. But if it did, he still had those 2 shock effects to be able to fight back. So I love the risk there from Derrick Davis, and it very much paid off.
In this matchup, that was a sick hand.
Yeah, because now his hand is very nice. You still kind of need a 3rd land, but when you got Grand on your side, anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Black.
Because now you're able to clear the way for Grand. If there's a creature put in the way as far as a blocker, there's not a lot of removal from the Golgari deck, like basically none whatsoever. So Grand's going to live, and the only way to stop Grand from attacking and getting in there is by blocking it.
Yeah.
And with a hand like that that's covered in red, creatures are going to die.
Yeah, 2 combustion techniques, firebending lesson, and Iris demonstration. So whatever is in the way, Grand's going to clear quite easily, I say.
And Grand's like, sure, take a lesson. That'll just help me out.
Yeah. Please put more things in the bin so I can play things cheaper. It's a little witchy there. Sorry, Gran.
It'll be a real thing here. I mean, if you take the attraction, you know, the one spell that isn't, the one spell that's different.
Attachments? Attachments,
Yeah. Then, you know, we're only able to cast 1 removal, and you can't do too much, so I think you kind of have to take that. But the removal is just always going to be good against this Golgari deck, so it's tough.
Look at Derrick smiling. He's like, yeah, you have no good options here.
Yeah.
Hee.
Because here's the nice place Derrick gets to do now. Okay, I thought we were going to play a creature you could kill, but Grand can attack, discard one of these lessons, and then cast the attractions for 1 mana.
Yeah.
And for the 1 blue, so you can hold up red and still have a removal ready to go for Charles's turn.
Pretty sweet. Alrighty, let's see. What's top of the deck here for Derrick Davis? Oh, Stormchaser's Talent. Ooh, let's go. Draw. Discard. Boomerang. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
That's tempting as well.
Yeah. We have abandoned the abandoned attachments.
Yeah, I think we would have been more keen on keeping that if we didn't top deck those 2 cards, because now the basics to bounce it is great.
Boing. Land? Oh! Never didn't have it. Here come the otters. Insert otter squeaking noises here.
You know Derrick's going to be like, I kept a 1-lander. No big deal. He's going to tell that to his friends, not to Charles.
If there's any deck in the field that keeps a 1-lander confidently, it's this. This is what the deck is designed to do, is to churn through as much of the library as you possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the only disadvantage here is Derrick does only have 1 red source, so can only cast 1 spell, even though they are getting all cost reducted. So, I mean, do I even have to say it? The best top deck would for sure be Ancestral Recall.
Yeah.
And he plays 4 of those in his deck right now.
That is Summon Fenrir that has hit the board there for Charles.
Yep.
Becomes a creature, or is a creature. Cool new type of enchantment that was introduced with Final Fantasy.
It's about to be dead, I imagine.
Probably. I don't think much will survive in this matchup.
Yeah, and you don't really need to kill that card, but when you have Grand that you want to turn sideways and you want to loot away this passage and just have more looks at your Accumulate Wisdom, and he hit it. Oh my goodness. Ancestral Recall at the top feels so good.
Cards. Oh, goodness me. More land, another lesson. Just firepower aplenty here for Derrick. I think I might be wrong about my prediction, friend.
And I mean, that was kind of about the worst wisdom that you could get, as you just have all blue sources, only 1 red source. But I mean, still, you have the wisdom in the yard and you have the Stormchaser's Talent. If you hit land 5, you just get to Ancestral Recall once again.
That's insane. 2 combustions and a braid ready to just pop anything that Charles plays. Spider Manifestation and the elf. Lenoir elves hitting the board here, so let's see how he wants to blow up the board, essentially.
If those islands were mountains, this game would basically be over already. But now we got a lot of options, and I think step 1 is I'm going to give myself the chance to cast Ancestral Recall again. Or, yeah.
Boom. Goes the dynamite, so Iris Demonstration.
And now, most importantly, this is only 1 damage to your opponent's creatures. Matters a little bit.
Yeah. But those guys are only 2/2s currently, right?
Yeah, so you can just block an Otter, trade with that, or it would be a trade with Grand as well. And I think Derrick was plenty fine making that play because he top deck Boomerang Basics. You can get that Accumulate Wisdom back at any point. And now you have 2 answers for these Overlords already. So, I mean, this is just the Lessons deck completely popping off as we kind of thought it would do.
Accumulate Wisdoms, that's the second spell. That's a 3/3 Otter. Let's see how big we can get this Otter.
Oh my,
Another Wisdom.
Just give him the trophy.
Hang on now, let's not be hasty.
I mean, this looks like the most possible fun you can be having at the World Championship. Playing the Lessons deck that maybe hasn't fully caught on yet as far as its power level, and I'm sure it will after this weekend. But
how we get this guy out the way? That's how you get him out the way. You blast him, and you swing in for the win, and that is Derrick Davis picking up game number 3, 7-0 at the World Championship, Corey. Woo, that's got to feel good.
That's got to feel really good. I don't know if it feels better to be 7-0 or to chain together these wisdoms.
Sick.
I mean, Magic players love 2 things, winning games of Magic and drawing cards. And when you can combine your 2 loves into 1 match, I mean, that's what it's all about here.
Maximum value. This deck is so good. And Derrick Davis made it look extremely so. So congratulations to him, and Charles also sitting at a very respectable 6-1. 10 is the magic number, so as soon as our players get to 10 wins in time, they're in the top 8.
Yeah, you know, now Derrick Davis will be the only player that can just 3-0 his draft and be done playing Magic, and the next time he picks up his constructed deck would be on Sunday. So, yeah,
that would be
really
so,
cool stuff.
so lovely indeed.
Very important draft for Derrick Davis in the morning, that's for sure.
All the bombs, all the bombs, all the bombs. That's probably what he's thinking. Friends, we're going to take a very short break, but when we come back, we'll have more Magic from our final round of day 1 here at the World Championship. Welcome back to coverage of World Championship 31 here in Bellevue, Washington, the beautiful Pacific Northwest. It is a little rainy here, but not too bad if you don't mind getting a little bit wet during your walk to the venue here. Gorgeous city, gorgeous coastline, and Corey, hey, maybe we'll be done pretty quick here. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, you want to hop on that ferry, go for a boat ride?
No,
That
I
looks
get
fun.
seasick.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it does rain a lot, but it is a gorgeous city. I love it here.
It is indeed home to plenty of players here this weekend and members of our broadcast team too. So happy to be here in the gorgeous city that is Bellevue. So let's get back into the action here. Our head-to-head, it is Tombot versus Toni Portolan, our front runner, our strongest contender for Player of the Year currently. If he picks up a win here, it's going to be tough to catch him. And both of these players are on Team Marauders.
And so far, it's been very tough to beat Toni if it's day number one, especially.
Yeah,
he has one of the most
good.
astonishing, stats that I have really seen. This year, a 79.2 win percentage on day one.
What?
That is statistically going 4-1 over and over, and he's already lost one today, so statistically, Toni's got this in the bag.
Okay, well, let's see if the stats tell the truth this time around, yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to join our players here in game number 3. Both are sitting at 1-1. So, Otter Mirror. The decks are built a little bit differently. I noticed one of the biggest things to note is the inclusion of Ral Crackling Wit in one of these decks, in Tombot, that is specifically.
Yeah, plays 2 of them.
Yeah, a couple other, little odds and ends different here. But the decks, they pretty much play the same, Corey?
Yeah, otherwise it looks very similar. I would say the biggest difference, and I think this is the biggest difference based on all the Team Marauders players, is Toni is only playing 1 Boomerang Basics. That felt like kind of the sacred card that you need. It feels like, a year ago it was This Town Ain't Big Enough. That was kind of the card you needed.
Yeah,
To establish that combo of Storm Chaser's talent, level it up, bounce it, keep that going. Toni with only 1 Boomerang Basic is very strange, but it's clearly treated him quite well so far.
Sure has. Kicking things off there with an Analyzed Pollen. Going to find another land is Toni. And on Tombot's side of things, going to Boomerang Basics back. The Storm Chaser's talent. Grow the little otter on the ground, draw some cards, and possibly replay it here.
And the only time that we've seen Toni lose it was on camera, where he just did not play a second land until, turn 5 or whatever, and didn't really play Magic on game number 3. So already way ahead of that.
Sure is. He's got to feel good about that. So Storm Chaser's talent, recast here, making this little friend on board a lot larger and in for 3.
And here's the classic start that we see in the Lessons deck, we see in the Otters deck. Prowess, looting, every single deck that plays blue cards is trying to make this powerful Otter play. And it's just incredible. Putting 2 Prowess creatures into play and getting to draw a card is very, very strong.
Who'd have thunk an otter would be the most, one of the most terrifying creatures in Standard when Duskmourn exists?
Yeah, no kidding. Well, here comes the Duskmoor Pyroclasm to clean them both up, so...
Alas. Little otter friends taken care of. Let's see if Tombot cares too much about it. No, sure does not. Those 4 copies of Boomerang Basics making their way to hand and allowing him to rebuild the battlefield. Land number 3? Yeah, okay.
And the one thing we haven't seen so far is just the Otters decks, on camera, actually doing the combo. And it does feel like the combo itself is just pretty tough to get down, The combo of putting 3 Lessons into the yard and casting Accumulate Wisdom seems easier.
Oh, much.
But, of course, the combo from the Otters deck just wins the game on the spot.
Yeah. But, most of the time you don't need it.
Yeah.
Dealing 20 with 2 little Prowess Otters when spells are super cheap, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. And, these Otter decks just play a good plan B. You play a bunch of good creatures, you get Badger Mole Cubs, you get Enduring Vitality, and while you're distracting them with the combo, they're just dying to the creatures. It's usually how it's been working.
Make creature big or remove their blockers, profit. What you got here, Toni?
Looks like a cub, be my guess.
Yep.
Whenever you can make this card essentially cost 1, when you get to add that extra mana immediately on turn 3 has been a very, very powerful combo.
Imagine if this was a 1-drop.
Oh. Too good. Too
Rebound.
good. And both of these players are deciding to just play 3 cubs in the main instead of the full 4, which is a little surprising to me. Feels kind of like the best card in the deck.
You know, I guess it gets to a point where you can only deploy so many cubs before they're not as effective as they are in turns 2, 3, 4. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So-
A little bit of diminishing returns. I can see it.
Exalt.
Dead.
Play this.
Ooh, Frostless Siege. This is a sweet throwback to Dragons of Tarkir.
Yeah, absolutely. Very powerful card. You know, you get the mode of being able to draw some extra cards or be able to just pump your teams, give them haste. I'm not sure exactly what was chosen.
Haste. I imagine it's haste most of the time.
I'm definitely terrified if it is haste.
Team haste. Let's
I'm
go.
looking at your. You have a basics in the rear, right?
Tarkir Dragon Storm. That's the set's
Cards.
name.
There you go.
Escaped me for a second there. Nice. So whatever Tom plays from here on out, Toni has to be terrified of.
Yeah, if it was indeed Teamer that was chosen, it would make a lot of sense. You know, unless you go Song of Totentons the following turn.
Oh, yeah, true. But I mean,
you know, be able
wouldn't
to
you
draw a
rather have
card.
2/1 rats?
That's a good point. That's a good
He's
point.
only at 12.
Very contextual, but
Here comes another otter. Otter and land, holding the fort down here for Toni Portolan.
but missing a land drop here, missing land 4 is a huge deal. Has a couple stock ups in hand, and looks like a red card as well. But I mean, that's pretty telling already. Not playing stock up here.
Yeah. Keeping
That's
options
very
open.
shocking.
A bit of a break here. Big thanks here from Tom Bot. Tank it a bit.
Yeah, this feels like the big turn of this match here, and you know.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I can see why we left up some mana here. If we did have the ability to interact, and Toni could not counter that fast enough because now he gets to play those stock ups in hand. But I mean, like you were saying, if those were all 2/1 rats, 8 power coming at you, the game is completely over if Toni tapped out for stock up, found land 4, played Storm Chaser's talent. Like, you are just in a world of hurt from that point.
Trample and haste on the rats? No thank you.
So nice play from Toni.
Spider sense. They certainly tingled there for Toni Portolan.
Yeah, no kidding. And I mean, if you look at the list, which these players have open deck list, there was just 2 of those in the board. So there was 1 other negates. There's only 3 possible counter spells. And that's saying if you even bring all of them in this match, which isn't necessarily guaranteed. So stock up, assuming you want to find land number 4 and then something else here, but we shall see. I think the only land I saw was a forest. Nope, Botanical Sanctum to be able to get some extra
16,
blue mana.
16-11, right?
It sounded like you said Tentacle Sanctum. I'm like, what? What is that? No, Botanical.
Yeah.
All right, so close matchup here between these players, answering each other's threats, keeping each other honest. And Roaring Furnace is going to take out a poor little otter.
One of my favorite cards in Standard.
You like this one?
I loved it. I loved it even in the VV world, and it got so much better with Boomerang Basics. Boomerang Basics and Roaring Furnace are a match made in heaven.
Draw a card.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Picking up your 2 mana deal 4 or deal 5 to then kill something again. And then if you ever get in the sauna, I mean, the sauna is so good.
It does look quite inviting.
It does, absolutely. Terrifying, but inviting, for sure.
I like pairing that up with Quantum Riddler.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's real neat.
And I mean, you know, there is, one of our Izzet deck does utilize that combo quite well. 4 of each in the main in some of our lists. And it does look like Song of Totentons was picked up from Tom, so now Toni knows, hey, that powerful combo is coming down next turn, and you got to be able to deal with 5, maybe 6, 1/1 or 2/1s. I think I'm with you. I think we're on the +1/+0 and haste side.
Yeah. Song of Totentons gives haste. Sure, haste is not a thing. But trample and +1 certainly is.
Definitely.
You have 1 card in your hand. One other card, yeah.
I do like this this kind of finish from the decks that like to assemble some convoluted combo. Even though in this it's a lot more honest, it's a lot less fiddly.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, judges.
Yeah, running out of resources, having to play around these. Like, I mean, we'll see. Does Tom try to, tap all the way out for this Song of Totentons? Do you try to play a little bit more conservative, maybe level up the room? If you put your opponent on a negate or a Spidey Sense, leveling up the Sana, looks great. Or even leveling up the talent to level 3.
Yeah, get an otter every time you do a thing.
Yeah.
'Cause even if it gets countered, you still have a friend with haste and +1.
Exactly. And now you just got to think to yourself, if I do get my spell countered from Tom Bott's perspective, and then Toni can untap and play some spells, how rough does it look for you? But also, how amazing does this look if it resolves? And it looks like it did.
Rats. Oh, angry rats. What do you got?
Okay.
Okay, flashing in an otter. And then a spell to get another otter.
Okay,
so
this
blockers.
is a big deal. Now you have 2 blockers that survive the rats because they pump. Oh, no, it doesn't untap the land.
It's
So,
14, right?
so you have 1 blocker that eats a rat, so you have 1 free block, and then you can trade otter for rat and just take 6 if you so choose. Then it's, do you want to give up your rat or not? But when you play this card, Valley Floodcaller is the terrifying thing because this is the combo card. It's not that hard to go infinite here on the following turn when you get to untap with a Floodcaller. This is the scary card.
Toni just needs to survive this attack here, so.
And he definitely will. But with Toni not just saying, I'll block this, I have the win next turn, he clearly does not have the win next turn. You'd make your blocks pretty quick.
It's mathin'. Do I want to block another rat with this otter?
Yeah.
That is the question that Toni Portolan is asking at this point.
So as far as the combo, the things that Toni's going to need, Enduring Vitality to turn the Otter and the Valley Floodcaller on to be able to add mana. Then you pair any of your spells, every 1 mana spell, you net 2 mana. Every 2 drop, you net 1. And then if you ever have Song of Totentons, you generate a ton more mana. And then if you have the one of Boomerang Basics plus your Storm Chaser's talent, they untap infinitely. Well, as many cards you have in your deck, you will deck eventually. But you make them arbitrarily large and attack for 30s or so.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I bet Toni would love that to happen.
Toni probably would. But with the fact that we're kind of pausing here on the blocks, I'm assuming we don't just have everything rolled up.
Because, he'd be taking 6 at this point.
Yeah, this will be 6 damage.
So take. Yeah.
Okay. That would be terrifying if I'm Tom and I don't have land removal spell. So big turn here.
Is the top of the deck kind to Toni Portolan? Keeps both his critters alive.
Enduring Vitality is what you really want, but there's some world where you don't even need that. You just play like 3 spells, and is that enough? Maybe.
Yeah, because Tom is tapped out.
Yeah. The question you never want to hear from the other side, you're at 14, right? Like, yes.
So it's 3 power currently. Let's see. Let's see
And
what
2
nonsense
plus
we can
the
get up
starting
to.
town. So right
Yeah,
now we have
true.
5 damage. And each spell increases by 3 because the Otter has prowess plus the super prowess from the Valley Floodcallers.
Floodcaller doesn't have prowess himself, though.
No, kind of, but
It's got pseudo prowess.
yes.
12, right?
This feels like a moment where Toni has it and is just double checking the math, but we will see.
Let's see. Oh, another. Oh.
Okay, now each spell is plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each spell is plus 5 now.
Ew. Okay, that one won't have haste, though. It just adds an extra buff every spell.
Unless we have like a Song of Totentons.
This is all trigger.
Analyze the pollen? Is that what that is?
Yep. Analyze the pollen to maybe find red mana to then play Song of Totentons. I think that would be enough. Song of Totentons for 0.
Yeah.
So these are
4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
4,
13, 14. I count 14 at least.
6.
No way. Holy moly, that is sick.
Exactly 14.
Toni Portolan out of nowhere seemingly picks up the win
Wow.
in spectacular fashion there. So congratulations to Toni Portolan, our main contender in our Player of the Year race, and that just shows you why he has the record that he does on day one.
No kidding. And why he has a win rate of 79.2% on day number 1. 6-1 here. You know, that's even a little above that win rate. So even doing better at this World Championship. So impressive work for our, leader for the Player of the Year. Really awesome.
Insane. Awesome stuff. We have one more match to show you, friends. We're going to jump right into game number 3. It is Masataka Hori versus Michael Plummer, our Edge of Eternity's champions. So let's jump in here. Both sitting at 5-1. It's Teamer Otters versus Is It Prowess. Another variant of Is It here this weekend, Corey.
Yeah, absolutely. And Michael Plummer, in 6th place going into that Player of the Year race. When you win a Pro Tour, believe it or not, you get a good boost of points, that's for sure. And Michael Plummer has just been doing fantastic at the highest level here of professional Magic.
Love to see it.
He is such a strong player.
Here we go. We are joining our players live. This is still ongoing here, I believe.
Okay.
Michael Plummer at 7, Masataka Hori at 13. We've got 2 steaming saunas down on the battlefield, locked and kind of loaded, I guess.
Yeah, and Michael,
Otter friends on board too.
Michael Plummer's version, that we're dubbing Is It Prowess? This does play the Splash Portal, where you can warp Quantum Riddler, Splash Portal it, kind of doing the ephemerate trick from Modern a little bit, but also Splash Portal on your Thunder Trap trainer is, it's closer to Ancestral Recall, maybe not quite, wisdom, accumulate wisdom, but it gets there. It gets close.
Yeah, it digs through the library for you. It's not too shabby.
Yeah.
Total 9 manas.
9 mana, says Masataka.
Masataka's deck is gorgeous.
It's so pretty. That is blinged out to the 9s.
Yeah.
I love it. Every single fancy variant he's playing.
Yes.
Yeah. If it has alt art, include.
That's even the actual counter or the actual token from the Thunder Trap trainer. Oh,
They're so cute. I
They
love
are
baby tokens.
very good. So both the Roaring Furnaces have been activated here. So no Steaming Sauna yet. And this is definitely deep within this match.
Yeah.
Large.
Life totals are low. Board states are loaded. Here comes Ral Crackling Wit. In otter form.
And our Spider Sense not able to counter that, so Planeswalker does get around all those abilities. Now the face-up Spider Sense is still available to counter that.
What trigger?
Flashing in Tashana's Tidebinder.
Ooh, that is countering the whenever you
Ral's
cast it.
activation.
Yeah, so Ral...
He's got to, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyalty counter on Ral. So Tashana's Tidebinder will shut off all of that.
3 cards, yeah.
That's pretty nifty. All right. So we do have the Riddler back to hand here. Masataka able to get that big flyer off the board here for the time being. Preserve the life total in the sky at least.
Yeah, and that is a really awesome play. Being able to counter the ability from Raw before it was activated. It is completely turned off right now.
It's just a very pretty otter.
Yeah, yeah. And you're trying to get your value, you're trying to boost it. You're like, well, I don't know how many spells I'm going to cast. Maybe I can get to ultimate. So it's correct to wait, but the one of Tidebinder in Michael Plummer's sideboard ends up looking amazing here.
Yeah. Stock up now for Masataka, so he's going to try and find a way to get rid of this Tashana's Tidebinder because Ral hasn't been activated yet. So if he is able to kill Tashana's Tidebinder, he can still then activate it.
Yep, exactly. So you could do the Brainstorm ability if you're able to find a removal spell, or, of course, just put an Otter into play. And, I mean, at a situation where Michael Plummer is quite behind, it seems like, trying to close the door by activating Roll sounds great. But with the Spidey sense available, it's going to be tough to kill the Tidebinder through that.
So Masataka needing to proceed with caution here.
Yeah, the very tense moment. This game is definitely going to dictate whose dinner tastes a little bit better.
Very true.
Go ahead.
Alrighty. Stuck Up found some goodies. The turn is now passed back to Michael Plummer, who is just running it back, it seems. Edge of Eternity's champion, and now sitting at 5-1 at the World Champs. Feel pretty good.
Playing very different decks.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
But you know what? That's the mark of a good player.
Yeah.
Give them any deck, and they'll find a way to win with it.
Yeah, I lost to him in the finals of just a 10K tournament. And I'm like, I walked away and I was like, God, he outplayed me quite badly. And, you know, after he won the Pro Tour, I was like, okay, I feel a lot more justified.
It's all good.
I knew he was an amazing player, and he is definitely showing it. Basically every event we play, with a spotlight event, the RCs, we cast a lot of those, and we see him going deep at basically every single one of them.
You know, I love Magic players
Wow.
like Michael. Ooh.
Right.
Okay. Just getting that roll off the board. You know what? I like that.
Yeah, very good.
Just in case that Tidebinder goes bye-bye.
And that Tidebinder is going to go bye-bye. It looks like we have 2 Torch the Towers in hand.
Obliterating Bolt taking care of the Planeswalker. And like you mentioned, 2 Torch the Towers in hand as well for the creatures on board.
Yeah, I see Riddler, 2 Torch the Towers, it looks like,
Stack?
Yeah.
from Masataka.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
And
3 on the stack.
Michael Plummer didn't even flinch
Wow.
trying to Spider
Yeah.
Send. So that is an opt, scry 1, draw 2.
Draw 2 and draw 1, yeah.
Value!
So cool. Man, Quantum Riddler is such a sweet card.
Yeah, so Michael Plummer just got to draw 3 there.
Another Ancestral Recall at home.
Everyone is casting Ancestral Recalls at this tournament. I've never been more jealous.
Pretty great turn there for Michael.
Yeah.
Otters aplenty.
Now the one nice thing about
sweet.
being able to attack with this Otter is you are able to web sling it back so that you still have the counterspell available. The Spider Sense.
Exactly right. Otherwise, you got to pay full price for it, right?
Yeah. Otherwise cost 2. I mean, the discount is rough here because you do kill your own Otter. And here's the spot. Do you want to counter a Torch the Tower and then kill your Otter? No. So now that counterspell is off the table, and Masataka is able to play maybe a Riddler from the zone, from the warp zone, or really whatever.
Okay, Bushwhack. Fight spell there.
And it looks like we're trying to get down to 1 card to kind of do the same trick of draw 2 with Riddler. And I think that was a Drowner and a land. That's incredible, but pretty tempting to just play this second Riddler.
7. Ghost Vacuum.
Man, look at the gas.
Wow.
Ghost Vacuum as well
Draw
now.
and draw 3.
And these players could be trying to hurry up as well because time.
Yeah,
I mean,
time is the thing.
This is probably pretty late in the match as well, but wow, that Riddler just drew 3 cards. Wow.
Down to 6 goes Michael Plummer. Life totals so close, but the board presence of Masataka Hori is just insane right now.
Yeah, very swingy games here. Both players drawing a ton of cards. And now Michael Plummer has to have an absolutely amazing turn to catch up.
What does he even
well
find?
and truly behind.
What does he find draw to get back into this?
When in doubt, it's always start quantum riddling and figure it out from there. And okay, Pyroclasm not amazing, but it does
Yeah, you can.
allow you to draw 2 here. But I'm with you. This did not feel like it was enough. And Ghost Vacuum, while it is just a graveyard synergistic card, it can be actually pretty value. If you eat a bunch of these Thunder Trap trainers and stuff like that, you can actually activate that mode and do some damage.
People do forget about the big 6 cost ability there on the Ghost Vacuum, but it is relevant in some cases. Paw Patch Formation taking care of the big pigeon there. And is this
This is feeling like...
Close to being it.
It's definitely feeling like it.
Thunder Trap Trainer.
The double otter.
Squeak, squeak. Let's see what he finds. Is that a...
Yeah, another
Yeah,
spider sense. I mean, that's great. Be able to counter anything that's coming
Look how
down.
small his library looks.
Yeah, this game looks like it's been
Ooh.
incredible. And this is looking like one of the final turns of this. I mean, we just have everything here.
Yeah, I don't think we're in turns yet for this, but geez, Michael's at 2.
Yeah. And I mean,
We
if we're not
3 attackers.
if we're not in turns,
That's it.
yeah.
That is it. Masataka Hori picking up the win here against our Edge of Eternity's champion. Proceeds or advances to 6-1, and that's got to feel so good there to
And-
have that record going into day 2.
Yeah, and doing it in style, both
Yeah.
with his deck and just the nice blazer there.
Oh yeah, man. That
Absolutely.
deck
Looking
is
sharp.
blinged out, and he has come to compete in style.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing what day 2 brings for both of these players because, you know, excellent players, excellent decks,
Yeah.
and we are just in for a treat for the rest of this weekend.
And both 6-1 and 5-2 are fantastic records. Getting to 10, that's the magic number we're going to be looking out for tomorrow. So these players are doing great. If they have the same day that either of them had, they're going to be looking very great to be competing on Sunday.
It's going to be awesome indeed. We're going to send it back on over to Maria now to tell you what to expect for the rest of this weekend. So take it away.